Okay guys, I'm thankful you came along for this one, because if you miss this, you're missing some of the best mashed potatoes ever. Anyway, I got these potatoes on sale and I'm kind of regretting now I didn't make one more trip, because they were 99 cents for 10 pounds. And that's just, I haven't seen it like that in a while. We used to get those kind of deals all the time. So I'm going to be on the lookout, since it's fall and it is the season, to have potatoes, at least locally in my backyard, all that, and try to do something with them. And if any of you know, because my bulk canning book says that I should be canning white potatoes, but I can get Yukon Gold, what they call russet, and red potatoes in my area. But I have not seen anything that's labeled a white potato. So if you guys know the difference, or if there's no difference, please, let me know. So all I'm doing, obviously, is peeling these potatoes down. We're gonna peel this up, because this is gonna be a side dish for our dinner, and I'm telling you, it's the creamiest, it just has the best flavor. Trust me, you're gonna be glad you tried this when you do. So we're peeling them all down. I'm putting them in cold salt water. I'm then gonna rinse them and start them in cold water on the stove. I don't start potatoes in hot water. You wouldn't want to put a bunch of potatoes in boiling water. You're gonna mess up the starch thing. And anyway, so I'm going to get the rest of these peeled and cut up. We just want them like bite size. They'll cook faster. I just kind of do it in the habit of potato salad. So something I would eat in that, it's going to cook really fast and we'll be done lickety split. And then we're going to have this really good herbaceous gravy to go over it. You guys are going to love this. Okay. So I'll be back when I'm a little further along. Okay, so I have all my potatoes cut up. I have now rinsed them. They're in cold water, and you just want to cover them. I found the best way to cook potatoes. So now you put a fair amount of salt. There's no sodium in there. Put a fair amount of salt. You can use kosher salt, pink salt, any kind of salt you want, I guess. But I prefer the pink salt because of the mineral content. I really like kosher salt though too. Sea salt I'm a little worried about nowadays. There's a lot of stuff going in our ocean. I'm not sure I want to consume that. But that being said, I'm going to put this on the stove. It's going to have a nice little lid on it. And we are going to bring this up to a pretty good simmer. And then we'll cook them until they're fork tender, and once they're fork tender, I'll bring it back and I'll let you know what I'm doing. Okay guys, my potatoes are over here, and that lid is really hot. You need some kind of towel or something to pull that off. Potatoes are good and tender. You really just want to bring them to a steady, hard simmer, I'd say. But I'm going to make my gravy. We're going to make mashed potatoes. And before I want to do that, I want the potatoes to go right before I put them on the table. So in my cast iron skillet that I got, let's see, somebody asked me, I got this at Sportsman's Warehouse. So I'm using Wild Tree's natural butter flavored grapeseed oil. This stuff is so good. So that was about a tablespoon, maybe not even that. And I'm trying to think how much gravy I need, because you need equal fat. Let's put 2 tablespoons. You need equal fat to the amount of flour. And truly, this tastes like you have butter in your pan. Whether it be a sweet or a savory dish, it's delicious. And I'm gonna clue you in on all the benefits, all the stats on grapeseed oil, because it's the oil we should be using over sunflower, corn oil, olive oil, which I'm a big fan of olive oil, but it's really does not compare to the grapeseed oil. So there you go. We're gonna make sure that our pan has plenty in here. Got about 2 tablespoons. So we'll heat that up. And I've rehydrated some mushrooms that I dehydrated. So in a 1 cup measuring cup. And look at that liquor that comes off of there. It's beautiful. It's like a beef stock almost. It's going to go so well with mashed potatoes. I can't wait. Anyway, okay, now I'm starting to see the oil kind of give a ripple and say, hello, I might be done. And so really all I need then is about 2 tablespoons of, I don't know what that was, flour, equal, yeah, maybe we'll take a little more, just to make sure. And then we're going to whisk that, just like you would if it was any other kind of fat. And you're going to cook the raw flour taste out of it. You don't want that raw flour. And so it looks like I don't have enough fat. So we're going to add some more of that butter flavored grapeseed oil. Which grapeseed oil has a green hue to it. It usually disappears in the cooking process, but you know, just know that if you're trying to make something that's really a certain color, you're going to have to figure that out. Okay, so just kind of whisk that around. Now I know I have equal, I added too much flour. I have equal parts of flour and fat because I have like a paste going here that I'm just going to cook that floury taste out of. And I'm not going to throw away any of that liquor. We're going to save it all. Won't that be delicious? And then, oh, wow. From this point forward, it's starting to get a little thicker than I would like. So now I can add in some milk. And you can add in fat-free milk, whole milk, whatever you want. I'm going to add in fat-free because that's what I have on hand. You know, we generally don't drink whole milk, although I would love to. I was raised on it. And that was really only a couple tablespoons to thin this down a little bit. And so now that we have this beautiful mushroom gravy, you know, you guys have seen me make the packaged gravy. It's pretty, it's actually almost as simple. I'm going to add a little herbes de Provence, just a couple shakes out of my shaker, maybe 1/8 of a teaspoon. A little bit more milk. I want it thinner than that. So another couple tablespoons of fat-free milk. And so really this is figure friendly. It is cholesterol free because the oil doesn't have any cholesterol. It actually helps lower bad cholesterol. And now we need some pepper and some parsley. Just some cracked black. Oops. I always have my pepper grinder too tight. And how much pepper or how many grinds really depends on the kind of grinder you have. And so at this point, I'm going to give it a big taste. And this is going down over our Decadent mashed potatoes here in a second. And so what I feel like this needs is a little help. I'm going to put some, let's see, if that mushroom broth would have had it, I think that I need, well, it definitely needs salt. I'm going to put some truffle salt down here. An earthy truffle salt will help. And you can go back and look at my videos. I make my own truffle salt. I also think that I need parsley. I've got some dried parsley back here, but I think that I need a little bit, and that was about, oh, tablespoon. Nah, actually a healthy teaspoon or so, just to add some herb flavor. And then now I want to add a little bit of, boy, my Knorr's MSG free chicken stock. So we'll thin this out, we'll add some of that chicken stock, and then our gravy should be done. And you really don't need a lot. This stuff is concentrated. I'm just gonna, maybe a teaspoon, if that. Yep, half a teaspoon. That'll be good. Good. It's just to help flavor this a little bit more. Look at that. My mouth's watering. If I had MSG-free beef stock, I would have put that down in there. Trying to be a little healthier for some people that I love and give them some examples of stuff they can use because they happen to have some reactions to it. Okay, now we're golden. That is going to sit on low because I don't need that to go any further. It's got that buttery flavor as well. Now we're going to get you focused in on my potatoes. So I'm going to bring you over to the other side. Okay, so now our mashed potatoes are done. I was able to drain them. You can see the steam coming off. Woohoo. And that's exactly what I want. So before I even get started mashing and doing all this, I want to add a good healthy pinch or two of my black truffle salt. Okay, those potatoes were in salted water, but they still need some salt. And then I really want, a good healthy teaspoon, and this is probably, there we go, of herbs de Provence, maybe more. I love this. It is the killer mashed potato. It's absolutely delicious, trust me. So then, because this is a 3-quart pan, it's probably got at least 2.5 quarts. I'm gonna go ahead and add sour cream. We're gonna add 3/4 of an 16-ounce tub of sour cream. It's gonna make it rich, it's gonna make it decadent, it's gonna make it scream mashed potatoes. Actually, it's gonna make it scream baked potato, any kind of potato. And so I'm just taking my hand masher. I kind of want these rustic today. And it'll tell me if I need more. I might need more. The sour cream lets go of its own liquid, but I don't need to add butter this way. And really and truly, it adds that rich, buttery flavor for today. Now, if I wanted to get crazy and impress everybody, like, I wanted to be Paula Deen, and I love her, I could put the cream cheese, the butter, and the sour cream in there. And yes, you would love it. Okay, so really those potatoes cooked nicely, and need some pepper. Gotta have pepper on mashed potatoes. And I love lots of pepper. I'll pepper it at the table as well. And then we're gonna take a little taste, make sure we have enough herbs. Okay. I love the consistency right now. Okay, that's plenty of mash. I'm gonna grab a fork, give us a little taste test, and we'll see what we got. You guys see how fluffy that is? It's delicious. Yum. But I'm gonna add in some more herbs. It's gotta have it. It's just, it takes this to a new level. If you add the herbs in there, it honestly is delightful. So, and everybody's going to ask you, ooh, what's in there? What is that? What is that? Yeah. Okay. Now we'll just let it kind of steam until our dinner is ready to put on the table. And I'll bring you back when I'm tasting potatoes and gravy, of course. My gravy's back there simmering away. All right, guys, I'll be back. Okay, you guys, so I am back and I'm ready to plate up these mashed potatoes. I'm not gonna plate the rest of the dinner just because it's in a separate video, but I did want to tell you that the sauce and or gravy, mushroom gravy that I've got over here, I added about 1/4 of a cup of a Chardonnay just to add a little, you know, decadent wine flavor. So I'm going to mix these potatoes, make sure everything has really married. Look at the herbs that's in here. And this is really all I want, okay? I want you guys just to see how a perfect mashed potato from an inexpensive kind of a meal, inexpensive kind of a product. And now my mushroom gravy is absolutely perfect. I'm going to trade spots right there. It's earthy. It's beautiful. Put this back on the stove, and we'll just grab a little bit of that. Make sure you can see that. How about we give you a close-up now that you know what we're doing. Hopefully we don't get fuzzy. I hate fuzzy close-ups. There we go. I think it's good. Ooh, look at those mushrooms. Does that not look delicious or what? Okay, now I get to taste it. Oh, it looks so good. Okay, I'll taste it for you and then I'm gonna let you go. And then you can go try this for yourself. So dehydrated mushrooms, to recap, that I dehydrated, and these were cremini mushrooms, so they have a really nice, rich, earthy flavor. Mashed potatoes, russets that I got on sale this week for 99 cents for 10 pounds. So, yeah, 10 cents a pound, basically. And then I just added herbs de Provence, some stock, some wine, some grapeseed oil, but a butter flavor to give it that rich, buttery flavor. So we're going to taste this. Oh, and some milk. We're going to taste this and let you go, because it's delicious. I can smell it. Hold on. Wow, sour cream. Oh my gosh. I could honestly make that my dinner, but I have something else to go with this, so we're not going to make it our dinner, but you'll see what it is. Oh, I love the little touch of Chardonnay in the background too. Just gives it a little tart, sweet note that you know, it just brings it to another level of richness. And so I hope this inspires you. Make your own sauces, make your own mashed potatoes. They're cheap when you get them at the right price, and even when they're, you know, $3 for 10 pounds, it's still only 30 cents a pound to make potatoes, mashed potatoes. So I hope this inspires you to try something new. Step outside the box. Maybe come over to my Wild Tree webpage. I got the link posted below, and or check out my Facebook page. Give me a thumbs up. Share it on your Facebook, and as always, guys, God bless.